Welcome to the WACO Experience, an American story.
We, the people.
With your host, D. Scott Smith.
In order to form a more perfect union.
Interviews with leaders in business, government, and nonprofit organizations.
Promote the general welfare.
Jobs, products and services, and infrastructure for strong communities. Secure
the blessings of liberty.
The WACO Experience is an American story, a story of communities across America. It is your story.
Right now, he's doing great. He was able to reconnect with his children and grandchildren to be able to have Thanksgiving and Christmas. My outlook for the future is the programs are for veterans are going to get better.
Welcome to the WACO Experience, an American story. I'm your host, D. Scott. Find information about the program, podcast replays of our stories, and information about our sponsors online at thewacoexperience.com. Today's guest is Tommy Hutchinson Jr., Veteran Case Manager at CARITAS. The veteran population of McLennan County is about 10% higher than the national average. Today we're going to learn about services provided to our veterans by CARITAS. This program is made possible by our sponsors, White Bluffs Construction. You've probably seen the work of Seth DeMott and his team at White Bluffs Construction, such as at the Waco Waffle Company, custom building, home remodeling, and right now, get on the schedule to build your patio deck or pergola. Call Seth at 254-227-2002 and visit the website at whitebluffsconstruction.com. We had healthcare insurance questions, and Monica Shannon of Texas Healthcare for You provided answers. It's Medicare open enrollment until March 31st. Let Monica help you and your family. Call her today at 254-339-3421 and visit the website txhealthcareforyou.com. That's txhealthcare, the number 4 and the letter u.com. Biddy and Bo's Coffee offers hot and cold beverages, catering, and provides employment for people with disabilities. Drop in today at 110 Franklin in Waco. Chord Buddy is the world's best way to learn guitar. 100% U.S. made, this learning system will have you playing real music on a real guitar right away. Learn to play guitar today at chordbuddy.com. Comic Fest Waco is coming April 5th. This free and open to the public event is all about literacy. Comic books and graphic novels help our students to read. Follow them on Instagram at Comic Fest Waco. Well, D. Scott here, and we are on location on 15th Street at CARITAS. We're going to be speaking with Tommy Hutchinson, and he's the Veteran Case Manager. Tommy, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Tommy Hutchinson Jr. I'm a Veterans Case Manager for CARITAS. Mainly I help veterans and surviving spouses that are having financial issues when they need assistance. They get in contact with me. We go through the process to see where they are needing assistance with. I also have another veteran case manager. His name is Tony Long. He works the other 5 counties in Waco and those counties, and I also mainly work McLennan County. Today I'll be talking to you some of the available service and some of the other things that we do at CARITAS to help the community in Waco and other counties.
All right. First, I want people to know the website to go to, which is caritas-waco.org. So that's an easy one to get to, caritas-waco.org. You can click then on the services and go to the Veterans Services and find out what's available. But let's go ahead and explore some of the different services. Now, tell me, how long have you been involved with the program?
I've been involved in the program for 3 years. I recently retired from the Navy Reserve. I recently retired from the Texas Juvenile Justice Department. I actually started working here in March of 22. I had other areas when this position came open. The Assistant Executive Director, Charles Harris Jr., asked, would I like to be the Veterans Case Manager? So we went through the process. So I was hired. CARITAS has a veteran program which is supported by a grant from the Texas Veterans Commission, which we receive the grant yearly. Right now we're working in the grant year of July of 24 to June of 25. So it's like a yearly grant that assists veterans. So, under the grant, what we actually do, we provide financial assistance to veterans in need. We serve veterans and surviving spouse of veterans that's living in McLennan County, Falls, Limestone, and Freestone County, and Bosque and Hill County. Mainly, we have 2 veterans case managers. Mainly, I work in McLennan County. Tony Long does the other 5 counties. Some of the available services that we have are we assist veterans that having financial issues. So we mainly assist veterans when they're having issues of paying their rent, mortgage, utility bills, transportation, gas, and minor auto repairs. Mainly the grant, like I said, the grant, it lasts us for 12 months. So when the veterans come in, we have to have required documents to show that they're eligible for the program. There's required documents that we actually have to prove that they're a veteran or their surviving spouse to be eligible for the program.
And we met at the convention center, and Charles was there, and there I met Tommy Hutchinson, yourself, and that was at a jobs fair, and it was directed specifically for veterans. It wasn't exclusive for veterans, but let's talk about some of those job services.
The job fair was to try to assist veterans who actually needed some assistance with finding jobs. A lot of times when veterans leave the military, they maybe have a hard time getting adjusted to civilian life. So that job fair was an opportunity for veterans that needed to find employment, to get connections, or to be able to find a job, or maybe to help to get in direction, not only job, but get job skills to be able to find a job that would actually help them after getting out the military. To qualify as a veteran, we do have a income guideline, which most of the veterans that come are within that income guideline. Mainly what we talk about when we come in for the documents that you would need mainly is your DD2 form 214 income, proof of income. Sometimes maybe you have a veteran that's a disability, mainly say 90% might be on Social Security. So we actually ask for information on your income if you're a disabled vet, your summary of benefit letter, or your Social Security awards letter, which shows the amount of income you receive. We also talk about if it's a utility bill, we ask for your bill statement for the month that we're working in. So right now I'm in January. If they have any utility bills that due for the month of January, then mainly I can help them. So actually the way the program works is each month we assist veterans with utility bills for that month they're due. We also assist with mortgage and rental assistance. When we assist with mortgage and rental assistance, on mortgage you will just need your mortgage statement stating how much your monthly mortgage payment is, which we do have amount that we only could pay. We have amount for your rent and you mortgage is $1,000. That is our budget for mortgage. That's the amount that we could pay for a veteran that might need assistance with those areas. Now with utilities, our budget limit is $350. But we also help surviving spouses of veterans, that we will need information and documents that we have to require for them. So mainly if it's a surviving spouse that come in here that was married to a veteran and need some assistance, and then we will ask for information like their identification card, either if they have the identification card or a valid driver license, the marriage certificate, their death certificate, other forms of veteran eligibility to make sure they have the required document, they're eligible to be able to get the service. That's some of the main things for our veterans program. I always would like the veterans or the surviving spouses of veterans to give me a call so we could set up an appointment. I can actually sit there and talk to them and actually give them more information. The process can go a little quicker. I always tell them that we're not a bill paying service, so we mainly cannot pay their bills every month. So it's almost like a one-time assistance or a 6 months assistance after we assist them the first time. Sometimes I ask them if we have the money in the budget, you can come back in 6 months if you really need assistance and we have the money in our budget to assist you. But we're trying not to be a bill paying service. So we always try to also have other outreach programs that we're trying to get the veteran if they're needing a job, or other organizations maybe could do something that I can't. That's some of the things that we do for the veterans here at CARITAS. We also have a food pantry, which is Monday through Friday, that it begins at about 8:15 to 10:45, and then everything get restocked. We start back at 12:45 to 2:45, and then this is Monday through Friday. We also have a volunteer program where we have a volunteer coordinator. Her name is Shamil Smith, And she has a program where if you have a group that would like to volunteer, you can get in contact with her. Her information, her number is 254-753-4593, extension 203. Email address is smith@caritas-waco.org. And we also have a community service support specialist. Her name is Veronica Rostales. She assists people in the community with rent, mortgage, utility, transportation, housing, childcare, and we also have other programs that also, if someone needs a forklift class or certificate, we have a forklift class that we do, and Ms. Rostales is the one that you can contact. She also does federal benefits like SNAP, CHIP, Medicaid, TANF. So you can actually get in contact with her. Her email address is vrostales, that's ROSTRO, at caritas-waco.org. I just talked about the Veterans Case Manager. So that's some of the programs that we have here at Caritas that we try to get with the community, the people in the community, to assist when they're in need.
So this is an important thing for folks to be able to gather up their documents. And it's just the basic documents. So the DD-214, marriage certificate, driver's license, ID cards.
Yes, and we have an application that you will have to fill out. It's not really a lot of documents that you have. It's just documents, just real easy, real quick. And once you have all those documents, then we can go through the process to assist you wherever you need assistance with, if it's with rent or mortgage or utilities, or if it's just a minor auto repair. We also do minor auto repairs. When I say minor auto repairs, maybe you might need a battery or alternator, or if you need a set of tires, we also do that, but we just have to have the correct paperwork from the auto shop before we can approve that. But it's a program here that is funded by the Texas Veterans Commission in partnership with Caritas. So we do this every year. We receive a grant every year, and I just try to get the information out to veterans and surviving spouses. I also visit the Veterans One Stop on LaSalle. I go there every Thursday. They have a lunch, and I go there every Thursday, try to get in contact with veterans. And like I said, I have another young man. His name is Tony Long, and he actually is the outreach veteran case manager, and he goes to the other 5 counties that I talked about earlier also to get with veterans and surviving spouses to see if they need assistance. So this is a good program. I know a lot of times veterans have a lot of pride, and sometimes they don't know how to ask for help. So I try to get the information out there and let everybody know that it's here. And we have, a grant, and we would like veterans to get in contact with us, or if you see us anywhere in the community or on the website, give us a call. And if you need help, or if you know anybody that's a veteran or surviving spouse that might need assistance, if it's your brother, your sister, your mom, your grandparent, or your grandfather, or your uncle, whoever need assistance, we have this program here, and give us a call, and we can go through the process and see if we can help you with some financial issues that they're having.
Nice. The financial assistance, that's a short term, just kind of a stopgap. And then you've got the job skills, like at the job fair, helping veterans find jobs, find placements. There's a lot of jobs in the community if the veterans are able to apply and have those skills, like having the forklift certification.
And we also have AARP has a program for veterans that's 55 or older, and just want to get back into the work environment, which they can give you some training, or you just want a part-time job to help with your income. We also have an organization that we work with to assist veterans. And I'm also going to Homeless Connect at the convention center. It's going to have all vendors, all organizations there. If you're homeless and you need some information, or you need some medical care, there'll be available. If you need clothes, if you need hygiene stuff, that will have different organizations, different tables that they can go to and get some information to help them if they're homeless. It's not only for veterans, it's also for people in the community that are homeless too.
So let's talk about the origin of Caritas here in Waco. So we know that you've been here for a few years. You're retired from the Navy Reserves. You were a CB, and thank you for your service. We do appreciate that. Well, let's go back to the origin of Caritas.
Okay. CARITAS of Waco was established in 1967 by the Department of Catholic Charities of Austin. Leadership began in Tony Rocha, a Catholic layman, was the first executive director of CARITAS until he resigned in the 1970s. From 1973 to 76, Kenneth Songberg, former pastor of the First Lutheran Church of Waco, was the executive director. From 1976 to 1978, you had Father Murphy, a Catholic priest, serving as the executive director. In 1978, CARITAS received its chapter from the state of Texas. In October of 1978, Eugene Judge was named temporary executive director and later was elevated to the executive director, serving until early 2000. Margaret Cogent succeeded Dr. Judge and served until the end of 2021. Dr. Kenneth Morba was selected executive director and began in January 2002. In December of 2008, Mr. Kenneth retired and Bud Edwards became the executive director of CARITAS. CARITAS had service expansion in the 1980s, began its first thrift store. In 1985, CARITAS was a match grant for the Maybe Foundation, purchased a building at 318 South 5th Street, a cost of $125,000, allowing CARITAS to move its total operation from in the basement of South Junior High School to the new headquarters at 318 South 5th. In 1986, CARITAS purchased a building at 316 Bellmead Drive and opened the Bellmead Thrift Store. CARITAS moved its administration office, food warehouse, and Lady of Charities resale store to 300 South 15th Street, enlarged its total space to 3,500 square feet. That's where we are now present. In 2004, the Gift in Kind program began in cooperation with the Walmart Return Center, which we have that here in our warehouse. In 2005, Helping Food Stamp Outreach Program was established in CARITAS in conjunction with the McLennan County Hungry Coalition. In November 2011, the Lady of Charity thrift store was located at 316 Franklin Avenue. Impeding in February of 2012 at an HEB. Return center programs allow CARITAS to sell HEB return products in our thrift store, and that thrift store is on Bosque. One of the main things, charity events that we do have is the CARITAS Charity Golf Classic, which began in 2012 into present. Was just some of the stuff that history of CARITAS, how it was established, of areas that we have here. A lot of people just think CARITAS just do the food pantry, but we also do other things to help the people in the community.
So today's guest on the WACO Experience, an American Story, we have Tommy Hutchinson Jr. He's the veteran case manager here, and we're talking about the services that CARITAS is providing for veterans. So there's a stopgap funding, financial assistance available. There's assistance around jobs, skills training. Tommy, let's talk about how you came to CARITAS.
How I came here was after I retired from the Texas Juvenile Justice Department. I worked there for 24 years. I think in 2021, I was retired for about a year. Mr. Harris, I know Mr. Harris, we were good friends, so I knew he was working there, so I just asked him, hey, man, I need to do something. I've been retired for a year. I'm getting kind of bored. Do y'all have any jobs there?
Oh, absolutely. Retirement is overrated, by the way.
Do y'all have any jobs there? I would like to, work. CARITAS is a nonprofit. I like to work, for the community, trying to help people in the community. And he told me, well, we have some, but he said, do you really want to work? And I said, yes, man, I got to do something. So I first started off as a case manager. When community people come in for the food pantry, they'll come to the case manager and they put them off in the system and got them to the pantry to get food. So I